Ever wonder what makes a nation consistently among the happiest of the world? Come along and discover sweet spots in Switzerland with me. I've lived here since 2011 and am constantly reminded of essential truths just by being in these open air natural spaces. So join me in this Swiss Secrets to Happiness series where I uncover some gems in Switzerland and share also a message that will stir your soul. Swiss Secret to Happiness: why rest days make us better. This episode is all about Sundays, Soulful Sundays. Towards the end of this video, I explain how you can create your own rest day, or you can just skip ahead. I've got the chapters in the notes below. Here in Switzerland, everything shuts down on Sundays. There are a couple exceptions like gas stations or bakeries or little like food stands and things, but for the most part, the economic life stops. I am wondering if the tulips are still standing. Let's go check out the Tulip Festival. Why does happiness matter? Well, I believe that it's a natural desire and a human state to want to come back into at least balance, if not a happier, more joyful state. And we see this with a baby. So a crying baby is clearly agitated, is frustrated, is needing assistance. And it's only when a human can intervene and soothe them back into that balance that they are contented and more peaceful. That we too, even as adults, want to reach this more contented, balanced state any longer, and we would have missed them all. Through accessing natural spaces that we can achieve this. We're constantly told to grind, to hustle, to hurry up, to keep going, persist on, and never stop. That's sort of the normal state. But what if the secret to success and to wholeness and well-being actually included rest and restoration? It holds true for life here in Switzerland. Everything quiets down and it's just such a beautiful, peaceful, serene day. I really noticed the contrast because I'm originally from near Toronto, Canada, and obviously a big city, and a big city never sleeps. Constant movement, constant noise, constant lights, constant interaction, and disruption, really. And so when I moved here in 2011, something I had to adjust to was really a quiet Sunday. I didn't know what to do with myself outside of going to a shopping mall and being amongst people and participating in economic activities. So it was a big learning curve for me to settle my soul, to rest my soul, and to come into some calm and actually figure out what to do. What do you do on a Sunday? And I've really come to love it. Love it. Switzerland is a country that over time has shown that it really values pushing the pause button, where every Sunday life really does calm down. By continuing to choose it and preserve it, they're showing that they value this restful Sunday. This park was granted to the canton, this area, in 1798. Now let's get into 5 reasons why a soulful Sunday, a quiet Sunday, is beneficial. I think you'll really like the 4th one and find it a bit surprising. Too often today we have situations of burnout and exhaustion, and this in turn leads to, well, lack of productivity, but also a lot of sort of tumultuous internal states like frustration and agitation, or even lack of interest, boredom. And so what the Soulful Sunday does when we actually stop economic activities is that it gives a dedicated time for rest and recuperation. And this allows people to reset their physical and their mental states and really enhance their mood. And so by having the day set aside for activities that they enjoy and with no other obligations, it really means that the full body system can come back into harmony and can find its equilibrium again. And this happens every week. Quiet Sunday strengthens social connections. This is a fundamental need amongst humanity, is to be social. And although we might consider ourselves introvert, extrovert, etc., we still need human interaction, and it's still part of our, in our genes. What we're seeing nowadays is with so much online living is that people are actually feeling isolated and lonely. And what a quiet Sunday allows is time where you notice that you have the time to do both. You can watch some content, participate in content online, but you also have lots of time in your day for social interactions, community get-togethers, dinners with family, etc. You can actually take pleasure and take delight in spending time with your social circle. When the whole country decides to take Sunday off of economic activities, that really sets the boundaries. The country is setting the boundary, promoting a clear work-life balance. It understands people love to work hard during the week, but additionally, people also need their rest and relaxation day. And so the country helps by keeping this law firm where businesses don't operate on Sundays. People can feel that they have that day for themselves. This clear boundary between personal and professional life, stress goes down as people are enjoying life and interactions, resting more. And at the same time, life satisfaction goes up. This one I love, and I think again will surprise you in a good way. Having a day off, unbusy, unhurried, means that the environment gets a rest too. So something I've noticed and is actually beneficial over the long term is a reduction in noise from any traffic or other activities. It's a reduction in traffic and movement itself on the streets. Streets are safer. We get reduction from emissions and a reduction in light and noise pollution. So there's so many benefits. It kind of reminds me of the COVID pandemic when life quieted down. Well, here in Switzerland, we get that almost every Sunday to a great degree. And so it helps the natural world and the human internal environment to reset and recalibrate. All living things can enjoy that rest day. The fifth opportunity here is to explore personal interests, develop yourself beyond economic opportunities. You develop greater creativity, personal growth as you travel more, explore more, adventure more, even just read more, whatever it might be. But you begin to realize greater fulfillment in life because you have opportunities. You have this full day to take part in activities that are really meaningful and interesting to you. Now, it's all great and dandy. Thank you, Switzerland. But how do you create this for yourself if you don't live in Switzerland? Well, it all starts again with setting that boundary. Switzerland has set the boundary for all of its inhabitants, but you can do this too at your individual scale, family scale, community scale, whatever might be appropriate in your situation. But first is just to recognize that you can set that boundary. And that's exactly what it is. It could be shifting your energy and your thoughts from hurried and busy and more and consumption to quiet and less and connected. You can do this by no shop Sunday. Or if you do have to shop on Sundays, make it really intentional, slow and meaningful, maybe perhaps local. You could create mindful mornings on your Sundays where you preserve a pocket of time just for activities and connections that are meaningful to you. You could create a Soulful Sunday. So if that is available to you, you could go and explore spaces that are more quiet and natural or interesting or captivating, maybe somewhere you've never gone before. You can start to include this maybe once a month, 2 times a month, or get up to every Sunday if you like. A nationwide rest day, Soulful Sunday, means that all of its inhabitants have the opportunity to take part in other activities, opportunities beyond consumption. Like you're participating in something because it makes you happy, because it brings you joy or fulfillment, or perhaps it expands your horizons. So this rest Sunday is really key in helping to create a more healthful and whole society. It allows people that day to become more of themselves. And that's all we really want. We want to be more ourselves. We want to be heard and seen for who we really are. So when you have this opportunity to participate in activities that bring you joy, how great. You experience greater creativity, greater innovation, inspiration. Your personal growth goes up as you experience opportunities to travel, even just within the country. little adventures. Local adventures allow a sense of wonder and delight. This adds to overall life fulfillment. So all of these factors combined mean that Switzerland really is showing that it promotes well-being and cares about its citizens by preserving this day, Sunday, as a soulful day. Ever since I have moved here, I've really grown to appreciate it more and more. And it's something now that I actually crave. I need this quiet time. I need the connection in natural spaces. I need the quiet, like the traffic to settle down, because it does just feel so much better. But it did take me some time to adjust to it, that's for sure. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Swiss Secret of Happiness, Why Rest Days Do Make Us Feel Better. Until next time, with love from Switzerland. Very pretty.